Thank you for joining us today for our plumbing inspection for the duplex property on Eaton Street in Edgewater, Colorado. My name is Jimmy, working with Diagnostics to provide our inspection today. We are accessing the line through the bidirectional single cleanout located near the back fence. And at about 42 feet from the cleanout into the alley, we have managed to reach our city tap connection. And while our angle of approach does limit some visibility of the left side of the joint, the right appears properly aligned, with no restriction of flow into the city side. At about 38 feet, we do have a crack in the clay piping on the right side at about the 3 o'clock position. That crack begins at the joint connection and continues into the next section of the clay piping. We do see some separation of the pipe wall at about that 3 o'clock joint connection. As a structural compromise, we'll recommend for repair. Another crack appears present at about 29 feet. We see that again at about the 3 o'clock position. "26 feet to 31 feet, we do see an area of grading loss where the pipe slightly flattens and holds some water. This does not appear to be a significant flow restriction and is not holding heavy debris. Another crack appears present at about 25 feet. Again, at about the 3 o'clock position. We do see some separation of the pipe wall here. Another crack is present at about 12 feet. And again, we can see that at about the 3 o'clock position, spiraling clockwise to about the 6 o'clock position. Moderate to heavy root intrusion and debris buildup are present throughout the exterior line, to the point that in some locations, like here heading back towards the property, we cannot fully assess or see the joint connection these roots are coming through. With that in mind, we're going to go ahead and recommend a cleaning of the line, and then if any clay is to remain after repairs are performed, a re-inspection before repairing to verify condition. We appear to have a low spot in the line from about 14 feet heading back to the property to 26 feet. And given we did see that was initially holding heavy debris until water was allowed to move forward and the camera helped clean some of that debris out, we are going to recommend this for repair as a flow restriction. At about 42 feet in towards the property, we transition from interior cast iron to exterior clay piping. And again, we do see massive root intrusion through this section of the piping, covering up and obscuring portions of the pipe wall. The joint connection here at approximately 40 feet in towards the property does appear to have broken as well. We can see the initial edge of the joint connection here at the top of the screen, and where this extra space is, there appears to be a break or a hole to the joint connection. That also appears to be where some of that heavy root intrusion is coming through. Main interior vent stack reached at approximately 53 feet in. For our interior plumbing, we did poke our head down in the crawl space to look at some of the old piping. There appears to be some cast iron as well as some old lead piping coming from the two toilets. Along with replacement of the exterior main line, we are also going to recommend a licensed plumbing professional fully investigate interior piping. "38 feet in, we also see another crack in our joint connection on the right side from about the 12 o'clock position clockwise to the 4 o'clock. And we've got another hole in the top of the piping at about 28 feet from about the 11 o'clock to the 2 o'clock position. Structural compromise recommend for repair.